Hello VOD viewers and lurkers and anyone else. It's time to try out a new game made by Zeekerss, I guess. This music is not part of the game, it's just there's no menu music, so I had to put on Nice in the Woods music so it wouldn't be so quiet when I started. Yeah, I guess, well, I can't really say welcome back to the Twilight Domain this time. Instead, it's welcome to the Dark Place. A new game by Zeekerss, the creator of Lethal Company, The Upturned, and a couple of other games. And of course, the moment I go hit the live button, I get a Discord ping. But whatever. It do be how it do be. So... Wait. Okay, it was Luke pinging me, of course. There's one thinking right now. Fair enough. Okay, I can now just leave that to be answered for later. That's fine. Stop distracting myself. It's Dark Place time. So yeah, this is a text-based game, which is interesting. I don't think I've ever played a text-based game before, but it's made by Zeekerss, so I thought, why not? This is actually Zeekerss' first game. I'll keep that playing actually. This is actually Zeekerss' first game they've made when they migrated away from Roblox. But it ended up kept being put on the back burner as they didn't want to be burnt out, according to their Patreon posts. But hey, now it's finally out. And I can't set it to full screen mode. It won't let me go full screen. It wants me to go in the game first before allowing full screen, which is interesting. I'm also not good with horror games, so it's gonna be interesting to see what this is like. But regardless, I suppose enough rambling. Let's just go into it, I suppose. Are you sure? Save date will be reset. Well, yeah, I haven't started. This is the first playthrough. Dark Place contains many heavy themes, man. Oh boy. Audio is essential. Please play with sound. You'll need headphones at best. Then be static. Okay, I'm gonna put at that volume because I can't hear the static, which should be good. Hopefully, can people stop pinging me on Discord? After the intro, every choice you make will be saved. You can press escape or start at any time to quit to the main menu. Death resets all progress. You can also reset your progress in the options. Oh, okay. Before I even get into the game, I need to quickly deal with that ping. Send over your mod pack, so do peek. I literally everyone I planned to play place if can't fault me when Luke doesn't have an updated schedule. I can send over a mod pack code that I made 2 months ago. See if that works. Ah! let me quickly sort this out. I'm gonna have to cut this bit out of the pod. Select profile. Export as code. Done. Where is he? If you need a LC mod pack code for Lethal Company V73, hopefully this one still works. Oh, still have caps lock on. Whoops. Anyway, enough distractions. It's fine, it's an ad break. Okay, distraction out the way. You know what? I'll wait for the ad break to finish before I actually continue. Let's just put back on the Night in the Woods music. So it's interesting that you lose any and all progress you make. Literally, this is basically built-in hardcore mode. That's going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. Oh boy. Another 30 odd seconds and I'll actually start the game because I don't want to start in the ad break. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Let's just begin it. Vortex, Five Estates. Make a map of sorrow. I know it might not stop. I stand my ground. It screeches to a halt. My only option is to pull out a pistol. Let me just make sure the game volume is... Yeah, the game volume is fine. Pull out my pistol. I aim at the driver as I walk around to his door. His window is already rolled down. He's a burly looking man who looks to be in his 30s. His eyes are darting around, then he focuses on me. I already do not like this. Starting off right. Jeez, okay. Can't get out. This ride is mine, I say. The man stares and does nothing. Stare back. A grin spreads across his face, but his eyes stay the same. I don't want to fire, I'll just keep staring. He opens the car door and slowly gets out. I wait until he moves away a safe distance. Get in slowly. I seat myself inside, shut the door and lock it. He left the key in the ignition. Drive. I press down the gas and the dark trees outside start whizzing by. Something doesn't feel right. Look at the back seats. There's nothing back there. This car is pristine. Actually, it's probably new. Something still doesn't feel right. Look in the side view mirror. I don't see anything on the road behind me. Turn the mirror. Okay. It just... Ah, that's all. I moved the seat forward and leaned back a little. This is better. Why would I want to open a glove box? Let's just do it. In the glove box is a small note and a road map. On the big wrinkled paper is a tangled mess of coloured lines I could barely see. On the bottom right, scrawled in pencil, are the words, "You'll have to keep your own. Enjoy the car while it's yours." That's on the note? So they knew this was going to happen? Or was that a note for somebody else? Interesting. Tinker of the radio. I click the radio and twist the dial. Some opera singer, awkward. Now some silly country music, gross. I stop at a solemn piano. Ah, classical music. I twist the dial again. Some experimental rock, some electronic pop. Not in the mood. I'm not in the mood for rap either. Ugh. I then find pure static. Okay. I lean back and let go of the steering wheel. I'm just resting my foot on the pedal, watching the road with eyes half open, imagining I'm on the ocean. But this is not going to go well. You cannot go to sleep at the wheel. That's just asking for trouble. So, did I already... Oh boy, please just tell me this is already a death. I can feel the bright wind and water battering my face. The shore stretches on for miles, and I'm alone. Hi, Dano. What a way to wake up. Yeah, to us falling asleep in a car. Also, what a way for him to interrupt the start of my stream. If he had a proper schedule, I would know to actually have the mod pack prepared, but I haven't actually tested the one I sent him. But regardless, it is what it is. I jerk awake. What was that noise? I'm still on the road. Look up at the sunroof. The sky is dark and clear. Well, it has to be. We're in a dark place. I can see some stars. Calm down. I listen to the static, and again, I begin to drift off into its waves. I'll go wherever the road takes me. Which will probably be to death if we're going to sleep by the wheel and we're the only one in the car, right? I open my eyes. The low fuel icon is lit up. Already? If we're low on fuel, I don't want to hit the pedal, hit the gas. Would I want to stop though? Let's try stopping actually. See, nothing bad can happen. Hit the brake. What? There's something in the road ahead. It's a deer staring to the headlights. It's so tall. Ah, so if we hit the speed, we would have rammed it. We would have run it over. Whoops. Wait. Its head turns around. What? Its head turns around on a swivel all the way around until it's facing me again. Then its head pops up on two metal beams, revealing a round, wind-up alarm clock. The clock goes off, rattling atop its severed neck. What? Zeekerss? What? Do I wait or honk the horn? I don't know. I'm gonna. I feel like honking the horn would be a bad idea. Maybe I shouldn't have waited. The deer explodes, the car hood bursts into flame, the airbag goes off. I fumble the door open and stumble away into the trees. I guess just run. I stumble away in a panic. Walking down from the road is tough. The grass is tall and wet and the leaves hang low from the trees. I stop. In the moonlight, I see something sitting in the tall grass. It's a shiny, black sculpture of some kind of bird with its head lifted high. A warm, colourful light emanates. A wind gushes out somewhere, as if from an open door. I guess get a closer look. Within its reflective shape, I see a sunny desert road. I turn my head and it becomes a shimmering glass train full of passengers, all laughing as it whizzes by. Then it's a cavern carved out in the shape of a cathedral, lit by an old man's mining helmet. I must be going crazy. No way, I'm not going any further, or I might not be able to get back. I turn around. The bird shatters. A scraggly, long-haired old man is hunched over, heaving from exhaustion, holding a sledgehammer. Should I go? Go? He waves me off. Go back, hurry. Turn back. I turn around and run, trudging up to the road. I come to the car and look it over for a second. It's black and smells like burnt oil and rubber. The deer is gone. Where is it now? All I see in the mirror is a pair of lights approaching. As I bring my hand down over my blaster, something becomes restless in the air around me, like static electricity. The headlights are getting closer. Did we get... Sorry, are we time looping now? I feel like we're time looping. No, we're not. This is different. The hood of their car is unlatched and the windshield is cracked. There's a kid crying in the back seat. I brandish my pistol. Go to the driver's window. A young, short-haired woman stares at the road ahead, pale hands clutching the wheel. The kid looks like me. Is that me? Tell her again. What am I? Something strikes. The world crumbles beneath my feet and I fall into a black ravine. I am drowning. I can't see. And all of a sudden we're in full screen. The game just full screened itself. Interesting. Wave my arms. All once true is false. In one hard blow, I'm knocked to the into dark place where all people go. Oh, does this modify the rest of the game? I have a feeling this will modify the rest of the game. All was true is false. I don't want to change that. I'm able to remember what I did before. But I'm gonna go dark place. Wake up. I pick myself up. Canopy of leaves far above my head shroud the cloudy sky. There is dim down at the forest floor. I've never been here before. Nailed to a tree, there's a small note. Slenderman? for fresh strikes. Unfortunately, welcome to the dark place. We all go here. Play by the dark place's 6 rules, or fate's worse than death will find you in this nightmare. Okay. Let me just write this down. Rules of the dark place. 1. 3 red blots mark liars. 2. Food means depravity and death. 3. Tellers of time are sped up by 4, 5, 6, because I'm not going to be able to remember this all off the top of my head. Holes in suspicious places may lead to the what the fluff is the undergoing? Don't listen to the wolf. The train is the only escape. Okay, interesting. Now I got that sorted. Pick a direction. I hear a distant train whistle. All I have is an empty blaster. With a hit, I want to go the direction. If the train is the only escape, then I want to go that direction. It's interesting that the selector also changes depending on the direction you're hovering over. That's neat. How do I remember it? Oh wait, what? Zeekerss? Zeekerss just released a bug fix update for this game. Whatever, I'm gonna push through. What timing? If I encounter any bugs that prevent me from going any further, then I'll have to just do a quick update. But otherwise, I'm gonna push through the old version. I'm gonna go east. Forest. Green leaves flutter down from the trees. Forest. To the east, I see a short tower made of cement. Okay. Go back. So if east is tower, I'm gonna go west. Forest, forest, thorns. There's thorny red bushes here. Ouch. Forest, 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 forest. To the north and west, I see a pleasant stream. Well, this isn't a train. It also did say a distant train whistle, so we may as well travel a distance. I don't think the train will be by the stream. So, hang on. West water stream. Go back to where we came from. North. To the north, I see a tree with a hole in it. Tree with hole in it. North south. The small pine cones of all the things. Zanuki, did you somehow get pine cones into this game? Forest, forest, crow flies from the east. From the east. I'm glad I didn't check out Tube the Hole in it because of Rule 4, holes in suspicious places. The crow flies from the east. Would we want to go east or continue south? Smells like tree sap. Road is a narrow asphalt road leading west. To the east, the road ends abruptly. I'm gonna keep going south, see how far south I can go. There's a telephone pole and a poster stuck to it with a picture of a werewolf grinning and winking cutely. Attend the party east of Dagger. Well, rule 5 is don't listen to the wolf, and a werewolf is a wolf, technically speaking, so I'm going to ignore that. Forest, 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 forest. To the east, a giant rock juts out from the ground. Okay, so we can't go east here. To the south, there is a tall, sparkling gold gate and a big monument sign, Millington Grove. The gate is half open, leading to a road of red bricks. South. Millington Grove. I guess we could go through the gate. Rich estate. I'm standing just within the sparkling gold gate. South, a red brick path leads up to the hill. And around me are tall, trimmed hedges with big red flowers on them. Food meat protein. If this is a rich estate, would this be rule 2? Might be rule 2. Now let's go back north. And then east from here. Charred black fence to the south. To the north I see tall boulders and a dead rocky road. The ground here between fence and boulders full of tall wild grass and wheat. I don't think we're any closer to that train. I feel like going south maybe the wrong way, but I'm going to push forward with it. Yeah, okay. Wait, what? I changed. To the southwest, I see the outer corner of a black barred fence. Here, there is a thin, wispy tree which looms slouched as if it continues to grow while dead. Okay. To the north, I see tall boulders and a dead rocky road. Brown, sorry. The east, a small red flag stuck in a wide grass field. I don't want to go there. That is suspicious. So I'm gonna go south from here. Train! I found a train. Okay, so I did go the right way. Now to try and find where the train itself is. The track stretches far to the west and the east. Well, I'm going to keep going east, see if I get to a station. To the east, I see a turn. Okay. North and west. Okay. Far to the north. South is behind us. Come on, where's that train? Colourful squares are drawn on the train track in chalk with numbers in them, ending at 20 here. To the north I see kids. Why would you play hopscotch on a train track, assuming that's what this is? How's the train's going to escape? I guess keep going north. Three small children are playing hopscotch on the train track. They've drawn colourful squares on the railroad ties with chalk, jumping across. The squares continue down the train track a very long way south. Do I talk to them? Or do I just walk? Can I walk past them? Can I just like not interact? I'm just gonna walk past them. I want the train. Imagine it. Oh. A man sits on the train track wearing a dark grey jacket. In a gravelly voice, he says, "Do you know this track leads to a place called Dimlow's?" Was that the place we're trying not to go to because of the wolf? I'm gonna... Wait, is there any red dots? No? Oh, I stay away from it if I were you. That's like telling someone to run from a disease. If you end up in there, you'll be lost forever. I've been close to it. You want to know something? I don't know. I'm gonna say no. Probably for the best. I'd fight it out of Dimrose any day. Well, if continuing going the train track north leads to a bad place, I'm gonna go the other way then. Backtrack where we came from. We're about to reach the bend where it turns. After it turn west. I wonder if this train goes into that Millington Grove place. So now that we've found the train track, I'm just going to keep following it till we get to the train. Well, I feel like we've gone past Millington Grove. There's a black barred fence to the west, and within it I see lots of tall hedges. There's a gap in the fence. That's Millington Grove, so we haven't gone. We're just about to get past it. Walking around tall, perfectly trimmed hedges. To the east is a black barred fence. The train track stretches from the east through a gap in the fence to the west. Huh? The train track goes into this place. I see. My cat wants out. Give me a moment. Okay. So the train goes into Millington Grove. To the west is the side of a huge white mansion. I am on a red brick. I was on train tracks. What happened to that? Train track runs from the east to the west, running straight under the wall of the mansion. Oh. So I guess the way to get into the train is in the mansion? Question mark? I can't go east, I'll be backtracking. I can't follow the train tracks anymore. West is... Okay, which way is the way to get into the mansion? With stained glass windows. Southwest. Step through tall hedges and find a small pond lined with perfectly cut stones, and there are several fish swirling around inside. Walking around tall hedges. Okay, I'm back on the train track now. Okay. Fish out was in the east west, going straight under the wall of the mansion. If I sat, I'd be under the canopy of petals. To the east is a red brick road carving around the side of a giant white mansion which rests in deep swirling greenery. I nearly trip over the train track which runs west to east. Okay. To the east is a view of the great white mansion in the hills, resting in a deep swirling greenery. Which here it runs straight under the fence, so I can't follow it further west. So I need to get around the fence. To the north and west is a black barred fence which surrounds the property. To... I'm trapped in this place. Okay, if I go here then east, maybe? A tiny thatched roof protects 3 pens. It's closed and I can't see the horses, but I can hear them. Okay. Wants me to go here then. I'm at the northwest corner of a tall black barred fence. Okay. I want to get to the middle then, it sounds like. Go back. I'm on the red road. That side. Okay, I managed to backtrack my way back here. This is the side. Past the fence, I can see an empty highway. I'm at the back southwest corner of the mansion. What's going on corner to corner? I need to go east. Back here? I'm in the backyard now? Ground is a little weedy here. To the north is a back porch. To the south is black. Okay. Back wall the mansion. Basketball court. The northeast is the corner of a chain link fence guarding the basketball court. There's a basketball court kind of oaks. The front corner curves to the west. Here's a fountain at the top of the hill, encircled by a red brick road which splits off in all directions. To the south I can see a great white mansion with roofs upon balconies upon roofs. The hill takes me slightly down south, steeply, not slightly, under the mansion's shadow, where a wooden arch imbued with ivy and golden flowers. The red brick road runs downhill further and to the right, where under a white awning I see tall lustrous windows framed with crimson diamond pattern of stained glass. Go to the front door. The door has a shiny brass knocker in the centre. There's also a doorbell. The porch area is shaded and fenced, surrounded by lush greenery. Well, this place seems to have access to the train. I press on the round yellow doorbell. Nothing happened. A lady opens the door suddenly. Her skin is pale and her face is mostly covered by a scarf. Are you here for a tour? You'll have to make... I don't know why I went to defaulted to old person, but okay. You'll have to make an appointment. What tour? This house is for sale. She coughs into the arm of her long sleeve sweater. What do you mean, why? Who owns it? They'd like to remain anonymous. How much? 600,000. 600,000 for a mansion? With a fountain and a tree? 2 fountains? No, 1,000, a pond, a train, and a basketball court. For 600,000. That's cheap. Let me know if you're interested. She closes the door. So how am I supposed to get in? Oh, right, yeah, hang on. Before I continue, just quickly. Forgot about that. There's something I need to quickly fix. Level loader update. Patch. Go. Export. Hang on. Change that above code. Realize I needed to swap out LL mod for an updated version that won't explode on Legal Company V73. Okay, distraction away. Let's continue this. I want to see if I can just casually walk in. Listen. Look in the window. I see a beautiful lobby with chocolate covered checker tiles and two white curved marble staircases. Is there any way I can get into this mansion? I hear some shifting in the house. It's locked. So I don't think I'm gonna get inside through the front door because it's locked. I go west. No. Wait, what? I don't know where I'm going anymore. Genuinely don't know what I'm doing anymore. Also, I do have an inventory. Now... Wait, if I go east... The south, the river mansion roofs upon by to the mansion south, I'm going north. I'm standing just within a sparkling gold gate. South, a red brick path leads up the hill, and around me are tall trimmed hedges with big red flowers in them. To the south, there is a tall sparkling there. No, wait, I was here a while ago. We'll go through the gates, so I'm outside this mansion area, and then go... Oh boy. West? Northwest corner of a tall black barred fence which surrounds the property. I thought I went outside the place. Guess continue going north? Okay. So going along the outside, it looks like a fat tree stump resides here at the top of a hill. I can stand on it and get a view over a black barred fence to the southeast. A white mansion dominates over its own private acre. To the west, I see the start of a boardwalk. Huh. Interesting. I want to go for the train now. As the boardwalk leads me to the train, a wooden boardwalk begins here and leads to the west, surrounded by a line of ornamental cypress trees like dark green leafy poles. Here the boardwalk enters a dry swamp from the east, winding left and right around the tall and gangly elms and bold cypresses. Boardwalk nope, we've done that bit. Enters the flooding mangrove swamp to the west. Okay. The boardwalk enters a flooded area of the swamp filled with stringy mangroves. They all stand up on stilts with tangled roots over the deep water. So far, we're not breaking any of the rules, I don't think. Boardwalk turns here, leading north and east. Leading west and south, okay. The boardwalk leads out in the mangrove swamp to the west. Over the boardwalk to the west, I see a sign. Huh. There is a white sign hanging from the branch of a tree above the boardwalk. It reads, "Avoid Humphrey's log cabin at all costs." Okay. I forgot the boardwalk will lead us to that place. So I'm actually going to step off the boardwalk. Or not. I guess I'll continue the boardwalk. Around the narrow boardwalk is murky green water. The boardwalk weaves around the tall, gangly elms and bold cypresses of the swamp, stretching north and south. I see bubbles to the west. My foot stinks into the ground. I try to pull it out, but I'm both my legs and okay. And I died. Maybe I should not have gone for the bubbles. I look above my head. Through the trees, I see a dark cloud moving quickly towards the northwest. Okay. Last time I went basically south and found the train track. What happens if we go north? West. Gonna go around the tree. To the north is a stream flowing down to the west. Just follow it, I guess. To the west is a weeping tree. A tree of blood seeping out of the cracks in its bark. I'm afraid to come near it. Its blood flows into the nearby stream, making the water red. I can fix this, says a voice from inside the tree. Do I respond? You need help. Do I? You're bleeding. Yes, I know, I'm poisoning the water. You should cut me down. I'd make good lodge. I don't have an axe. I can fix it myself. I can fix it. The tree tears its roots out from the ground and then falls into the water. The whole stream turns dark red. Well, this isn't fun. Well, it's not really pleasant anymore. Wait, south? Red stream. To the west is a lake. I see a dock at the north side. Here, a red stream flows west into the lake, slowly turning the lake murky and red. The dock at the north side. West is murky lake. Dock to the west. To the south is a murky lake. I see a dock on this side of it to the west. To the south is a rickety wooden dock running out into the centre of a murky lake. There is a tin bucket at the end of the dock. To the west is a small wooden shed. Let's go into the shed. It's locked. Okay. Dock to the east. There is a bucket. I see something shiny inside. It's a key. I take the lake shed key. I hear bubbles in the water to the west. Well, we know from last time not to examine the bubbles. I hear something emerging from the water. I look back. It's a decrepit antique diving suit covered in barnacles and rust. It climbs into the dock and faces towards me, standing to the south. I don't see anyone inside. What are you? The rusty diving suit takes 2 steps down the dock closer to me. It's making weird noises. Back away slowly. I back away. The diving suit doesn't come any closer. It's just standing there. Hang on, I have a thing for this. I think. I have so much on this.
He's just standing there, menacingly!
I leave the dock. The diving suit is still standing there. To the west is a small wooden shed. I feel like if we now try to go for the shed, the diving suit will come for us. Let's do it anyways. I use my key, the door unlocks. I push open the door. There's a gigantic machine in cords running all over the floor, and a man. His back is turned towards me. He notices the light and covers his face. Ah, no, please, just give me more time. Who are you? Why do I know? What, you aren't here to wreck me? Why are you here? Whatever, please go to the door and lock it. I close the door behind me and lock it. The two of us are alone in the shed. The man goes back to fumbling with the big machine. It looks like a giant black fridge covered in knobs and dials. Hello! With bagpipes and wheels like a steam engine. There's also an open panel with cords dangling out. It looms over him. What are you doing? He seems startled by my words, as if he'd already forgotten I exist. The machine is dying, he says. Does this have anything to do with the random scuba diver gear at the dock? What does the machine do? Keeps me alive. That's what it does. What? Also, interesting username. I'm just gonna call you Brody. Why? He turns around and looks past me to the door. They'll come take me. They can't find out it's useless, or they'll take me. Who are they? Everyone. Where will they take you? They'll take me deep into Dimlows. We were told to stay away from Dimlows before we die, so we don't have that memory in this one. Okay. Why would they do that? They say they want to help me. They just want to make me useful, he says. But I know I'll end up in Dimlows. Say no. Can you stay here, he says, just for a little while longer? Then there's a pounding on the door, and the man whimpers. I guess hold the door? I hold the door as best I can. It sounds like there are multiple people outside. He turns back to the machine as if to return to work, but his hands are down by his sides. As the door keeps rattling, he finally slides down to the floor. It's hopeless. Endless wondering. Endless wondering. No, it's not. The door bursts open, sending me across the room. I land on the floor. Hello, scrub. Welcome in. Playing Zeekerss new. I realised I should have been doing this intro with Brody tuning in as well. But yeah, I'm playing Zeekerss new game. Welcome to the dark place. I've already died once, apparently. And hello, banana fries. And check. Okay. I guess we have Zeekerss fan club here. I guess. Ooh. I'm gonna close my eyes. What she knows so? What does she know so? Anime? If it is, it's not one I've watched. Or read manga, whatever. The air grows cold. Then it's quiet. I'm not really keen on JoJo. The art style puts me off. He is gone. There is no one else here, but I hear rattling. Oh, that poor timing. Time with the automatic ad. He is gone. There is no one. Oh, but I hear rattling. A fire bursts out of the machine and streaks through the door like a firework. Bright embers glide down to the floor where it was. Okay. Freddy Fazbear? Why does FNAF have an advert? I step out of the shed. A blinding light reflects off the lake and something soars above it. I hear a call like a hawk. It leaves a trail of embers that fizzle out on the water. Then it zooms between the trees on the south side, leaving behind a path of fire which remains. Okay, I guess we're causing arson. Also, I'm just going to respond to text while you're in ad break jail. I'll respond verbally once you're not in ad break jail. But... Bleach, I've heard of that anime, but I don't think it's one that interests me. I'll wait for the ad break to finish before I continue. Only 20 more seconds. So, do I want to follow this? This mysterious trail of fire that I've kind of created? Shall I follow it? Okay, good. You're out of ad break jail. As I said before, I'm not really keen on JoJo because the character designs kind of put me off. Also, thanks for the follow, you two. You three, I guess, now. Thanks for the follow, all three of you. Bleach, I've heard of. I don't. It's not really one that interests me. So I'm gonna have to say no to those two. Sorry. In fact, I would love to be catching up with My Academia and Demon Slayer, but I don't have the money. Why is stuff expensive? But anyways, now we're out of Break Trail. Let's continue. I'm gonna follow this trail of fire to the south side that I've created. The door's been busted off the hinges. South, across the lake, I see a burnt path leading somewhere through the tree line. Yeah, I could, or I could just ask one of my friends who does that. It's fine. It's That would be okay. I guess we're doing maths now. Yeah, 67. So I want to go south. So I want to follow the lake round to the south side so I can follow the trail of fire I created. Okay. Darkest to the east. I'm going to go west. I'm going to follow the lake round. Did I just hear something? I wouldn't know which way it would be to go. You asked me to do algebra. Solve the roots of that. There probably has an answer that I'm not able to do in my head. It has been a while since I've done complicated maths. No equal sign. Unless it's meant to be x squared equals negative 13x. I'm gonna keep following lake round. Yeah, I feel like it's a missing equal sign. Unless it's actually what it's meant to be, in which case how does one solve that? Here a telephone wire runs up out of the ground and extends to the south. Let's go south now, if we can find a trail of fire. Oh, I don't understand. Okay, I've heard of the 67 joke. I don't understand where it came from or what it is about. Well, are you just naming random numbers now, or do they actually have stuff behind them? Yeah, I feel like you're naming random numbers. There's an old statue of an old man taken over by moss and vines and dust. The old man's glasses are awkwardly tiny for his head. Oh, okay. Notice the numbers coming from popular songs. If they have, then I probably haven't heard of those songs. I'm not on TikTok, if it helps. I don't do TikTok. I'm not just stone, I move! In just a few more minutes. Okay, I guess I'll just go elsewhere. The grass is burnt and singed here in a path leading to the east. I found the path! Well, I am from England, yes, but I'm not going to be any more specific than that. In a path leading to the east, where I can see more burnt patches in the far distance. Let's follow the burnt path. There's water to the north. The path is scorched and a path is scorched and a path. How do I sound like Stampy? Mind you, I haven't watched Stampy in ages, so I wouldn't be able to compare. The grass is scorched in a path leading from the water's edge to the southeast. There is water to the east and north. I see a dock across the lake to the north side. From here I see tip of the ship's wooden mast poking up out the water. Huh. There's a sunken ship. Interesting. leading from the water's edge to the southeast. I'm going south. There are long scratch marks on these trees. I'm not going to give any form of there's no point in guessing locations. That's just, I'm not going to accept that. Sorry. Plus, it's not really it's kind of frowned upon to try and figure out someone's exact location. There are long scratch marks on these trees. Now, I'm gonna keep going southeast. Okay, I found a telephone wire. You can smell his suspicions. Huh. Well, I'm going east, let's continue east. Telephone wire stretching off the east and south, it changes direction. All business-like building. And thank you, Aquadod, for the follow. I'm gonna love pronouncing these names. Now, I guess go to the building. The south is a tall, narrow building with many windows. A telephone wire runs along a tall wooden poles from the north and connects to the box on the side of the building here. Okay. No to spoilers. Hints if I ask for any. It looks like an office building. Maybe I did find the train track before I died the first time, but I haven't found the train itself. Now I did follow the train track down to Dimswold, but there was a man said not to go in it, so I kind of decided not to follow the train track further that way. Backtracked, found the mansion, but couldn't really follow the train track past the mansion. So I kind of decided to go the opposite way. It looks like an office building, maybe 12 stories high, made of sleek grey panel walls. Ahead is a revolving door. I guess look inside. I entered it through the revolving door in the lobby. There's a washed out brown tile floor and a surprisingly low ceiling. At the far corner of the lobby is an elevator and a reception desk that is to the right of it. Yeah, this game definitely will take a few tries to try and work it out. I have written down the rules of the Dark Place, because it does give you 6 rules to follow. I guess reception desk? 7? There's only 6. Did it have 3 red dots marked liars? Food means depravity and death. Tellers of time is sped up by something. Holes in suspicious places may lead to the undergoing, wherever that is. Don't listen to the wolf. And the train is the only escape. Those are the 6 rules. And thank you, Check It All, for the follow. You have a basic procedure you stick with. That's yeah. I imagine people have their own their own ways of going through these kind of games. I'm just exploring at the moment, trying to figure out where things are. Under the reception desk, I step up to the fancy marble top desk. There doesn't seem to be anyone here. On the desk are neatly organised papers and a tiny brass bell dinger. Behind the desk, I notice a boom light sticking out the wall, nearly hidden by a file cabinet. I ding the bell. Nothing happens. Oh, I was about to ding the bell again. Back in the corner, a door opens and a lady walks quickly to the desk. She's wearing a grey suit that almost lets her blend in with the walls. Is there something you need? We do all kind of great services here. What is this place? The dark place or this establishment? I kind of don't want to ask about the dark place. I want to ask about the establishment. This is a multi-purpose building, which is also an inn. If you're here for a stay on floor 7, all our rooms are currently booked. Sorry. Can I ask about the floor? Which floor would you like to know about? There are 12 floors. Do you really allow me to ask about all 12? Wait, why does this stop at 8? 3, 4, 5. Wait. Wait, what? Wait. Huh. Okay, so that's about the topmost floor. Above the tall gold-plated doors is an old-fashioned dial, currently pointed to floor 7. There's a red square button on the left of the doors. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can go to floor 6, but you can go to 7. Well, you can ask about anyway. I press the button. The elevator's dial slowly turns all the way to the left, and the doors slide open, revealing the carpeted interior and polished wood framing of the walls. I step inside the elevator and turn around to face the doors. There's 12 buttons. To my right is a large mirror that spans the length of the wall. To my left, I see a tiny, dark hole. Rule 4. Holes in suspicious places may lead to the undergoing. Let's ignore the hole. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, let's go to 8. The elevator lurches down slightly, then stops. I guess floor 7? Can you not spam the number? Please stop spamming. So that didn't work. Okay. Okay, we can go to the 4th floor. I press the button to go to the 4th floor. The elevator doors slide shut. The elevator doors slide open. I'm on floor 4. I don't go straight to instant banning unless it's a scam bot. I do like to give people a chance. It's a long hallway with a white tile flooring and dismally bright panel ceiling lights. I guess since I can't wait. If I'm on floor 4. Whoops, I wanted to leave the lift. If I couldn't go any higher, now I'm okay. Fine. 4. Let's see if there's anywhere on floor 4 to allow us to go any higher. I step out the elevator into the hall. Yeah, if I can figure out how to go to floor 10. There's a sterile and metallic smell in the air. Up ahead I see a stretcher between 2 doors. A loud air conditioning unit on the ceiling blows down cold air on me. There's a stretcher, an empty IV bag and 2 doors on the left and right of the hallway. There's a murmuring noise. The stretcher in the hall begins to shake. The hallway splits off to the left and right. To the east, I see a window and potted plant. Potted plant. To the west, there's a door and a large garbage can. Window or garbage can? Actually, we go to the window, see how far we can see. At the very end of the hallway to the east, there's a big window and a fake potted plant, tongue twisters. Far away to the southeast, there's a big red and yellow circus tent peeking over the trees. Far to the northeast, I see a burning forest spilling out a whale black smoke that rises up and mixes with the clouds. If I leave this building, I'm going to go to... Let's go to the burning forest. Northeast. Return to the elevator. Or do I want... Okay, I'm curious. Wait, the stretcher is gone? I was curious about the stretcher, but I guess I can't really see 2 doors. I think we found a bug. So I guess let's go to the forest is on fire, I guess. What? The elevator doors slide open, but I'm still on the same floor. A tall figure in a blue scrub is walking down the hall towards the elevator. He's holding a syringe in his right hand. His whole face is covered by a black mask. I've pressed the button over and over. It's not working. Oh no! The elevator doors suddenly shut. The doctor barely pries open the elevator doors, reaching his arm and swinging a syringe at me. What, I played Lethal Company? Lots. I haven't played it one moment. There we go. I played Lethal Company, but I haven't played The Upturn or any of his other games. I might try them once I have the means to. Yeah. But, funny you mention Lethal, actually, or as I mentioned Lethal, because one of my friends are planning on playing Lethal later today. Modded Lethal. I wonder how many mods have updated not explode on V73. He pulls his arm out from between the elevator doors and they slam shut. The elevator finally begins to descend. The doors slide open and the cold grey light of the lobby pours in. Okay, I'm back in the lobby. I wonder why it wouldn't let me leave floor 4 before. To my left is a small lounge. I see a few grey couches and a large box television running commercials. At the far corner of the lobby is an elevator and a reception desk to the right of it. There's an advertisement selling toothbrushes. Now I notice an utterly fake potted plant in the corner behind the television. I'll leave. I hurry through the revolving door and out into the fresh open air. Northeast was the burning forest, if I'm rightly. In northeast. It smells like tree sap again. West edge of cornfield. Was there something in the middle of the cornfield I wanted to avoid? Cornfield. I can't see far ahead of myself. Well, I guess I'm just going to cut through the cornfield. There's a big oak tree. Its gnarled roots twist through the grass like giant snakes. I'm back in the forest. To the east is a big cobblestone wall that stretches far to the north and south. Oh! To the north is the corner of the wall. You hear a train whistle in the distance getting louder. I'm at the corner of a big cobblestone wall that stretches far to the east and south. There is a putrid smell in the air like beef. To the north and east are trees with red slashes on their bark. I just died again. What do you mean that was a landmine? Oh, back to the start. Okay. However, as I got to a point where it sounded like it was getting louder. However, I need to create like once I finish this set, I feel like it's gonna take me multiple sessions to do. Once I finish this session, I'm going to go back through my own VOD and make myself a map of where I've been. And I feel like that's probably the play here. Make yourself a map. I went north and south before. I'm gonna go... Let's go west this time. No, the street. I'm just going to ignore the stream this time. Oh, I'm back at the lake. No, there was a tower. Yeah, knowing the general location of places is so useful. I feel like that is the case, yes. There was a tower to the east of the starting point, wasn't there? There we go, short tower made of cement. It's a short, round, sturdy tower of solid grey cement. The thing is big and a little intimidating. It doesn't care to blend in with the rest of the forest. It seems important. I'm at the west side of a big cement tower. There's a small crack in the wall. It's dark inside. I guess listen. Sounds like electricity. I'm at the north side of the big cement tower. Oh, okay, south. South side of the big cement tower. There's something shiny on the ground. It's a tiny white key. I pocket it. Okay. East side. There's a brown wooden door. Not hearing anything. I use the key I found in the grass. The door clicks. I'm in a dim, tight corridor. Around me is a door leading outside. Around? Behind? Blair. Behind me is a door leading outside. To my left, I see stairs going up. And ahead, not behind, I see another door leading to the center of the building. I'm going to leave it upstairs for later. I'm going to go to the center of the building. What? Wait. I can actually rotate my camera there. I step inside. The light is off, but in the dark I see something big. There's a black tarp over it. There's a light switch on my right. Thanks to Lola Novan for the follow. Yeah, I flick the switch. A dim light bulb blinks on. Now I can see the whole thing. I'm not... That's not my name, but okay. Now I can see the whole thing. It's massive, whatever it is. It's surrounded by big, old, dead computers and machinery. I uncover a large mechanical contraption. I know I'm playing a spooky game. Whatever. With what seems to be a big black nylon wings on both sides. It looks like the bare metal endoskeleton of a giant bird. Is clearly in disrepair. I'm not Jesse! I'm not James Jesse Team Rocket! Look at the computer. I'm on my way over to a dusty old computer. It reminds me of an arcade cabinet. Do I dare switch it on? I switch it on. I reach around the back. Yeah, I don't know what Lola Novan is doing. And flip the tiny switch. The thing whirs to life, surprisingly. The screen displays some options. Ooh, map. The map image seems to be corrupted. How to draw. Of course, Zeekerss wouldn't make it that easy. Okay. Okay. Dragon? Yeah, Lola Novan, please stop that. Neuven, sorry, Neuven, not Noven. Neuven. Okay. Corrupted, entry number 99. Press X to doubt, but okay. Tomorrow the cloud will be to the northwest, right over Dimsload. I'm staying awake tonight here in the lab, not like I could sleep anyway. We set flight at dawn. Development has been cut short as I fear of tampering, sabotage. I've barricaded the door. I hear voices, some my own, saying things I would and wouldn't say. It's getting hard recognizing my own thoughts. This will be my last true message. Sometimes, many times, I've wondered what I'm really doing this for. Now there's one thing I know. To find the way out of the dark place is to discover what the dark place is. Again, that's not my name. Okay. I get the feeling it wants me to go to Dimsloo's. Games? Maze? The audio sounds corrupted. You're standing in a hallway. The floor and walls are coated in a thick layer of dust. The air is filled with it. You can't keep from coughing. As you walk, your bare feet leave clear footprints in the dusty hardwood floor. There is a red door on the left wall and a big window straight ahead. The window is so dusty you can't... This... Okay, put a game inside of a game, Zeekerss. Sure, why not? You gasp. It's the face on the other side of the glass, grinning, looking at you. You feel silly as you realise it's not a mirror. That it's a mirror, not a window. Okay. That's... You feel silly as you... Yeah, mirror. Yeah, look behind me. There is nothing there. Well, of course there'd be. Nothing there. Door. The red door, like everything else, is coated in dust, so it barely even has a colour anymore. That's fine. like, I'm fine with people doing, like... No, you cannot call me that. Why would you want to call me? Why are you trying to... I don't understand what you were doing. You turn the knob and push it open, displacing a thick mass of cobwebs that filled the crack of the door. The dust sticks to your hand. It's another hallway, just the same as the last. You walk down it and come to crossroads. Well, you can call me Zebby. Like, I don't like it. You can just. I don't know why a lowland Neuburn decided to come in here and immediately call me James. That is not a direction. What do you mean it's not a direction? Okay. I feel like this is just a distraction. You know what? I'm going to be honest, I haven't watched Dan TDM in years. And the last time he did so, it was just Dan TDM and Dr. Treorus. I don't remember anyone else being in the Dan TDM sphere. It has been that long. I don't want to tamper with it, but I feel like I should. I look at what I have to repair it. I don't have anything. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm in a tight, twisting airway. Below me is the way out of the tower. The stairs lead me up to a dark brown wooden door. I don't hear anything. It's a messy study room. There's an undone bed and books strewn across the floor. Beside the bed is a desk stacked with papers. At the far end of the room is a window with a big telescope peering out. Please don't backseat. Like, I don't mind if you decide to give like trivia or hints when I ask for them, but I'm the one playing the game, so please don't backseat. Big telescope. Let's look at the telescope. You seem stubborn on wanting to give me random names. I look in the telescope. It's currently pointing at the clouds. They look normal. I turn the telescope around, looking at the cloud formations, until, to the distant northwest, I see one that stands out completely. It's dark, like smoke, whirling and lighting up deep inside with sparks of lightning. Okay, I'm fed up with you giving me random names. Every time you do that, I'm just going to delete the message. I don't even know what bit you're trying to do. And this isn't exactly giving you a good first impression. Well, I guess telescope gave pull out the bottom drawer and find two fuses. They look like cylindrical glass casing with wires twisting around inside. I guess take them. Look through more drawers. There are all kinds of papers with physics calculations and theories. Many of these writings mention the dragon and the cloud. The handwriting is so awful I can't understand much. Yes, I did actually know fuses are made to melt. I did electronics in high school. they're designed so that then when too much voltage or ampage, whatever it is, goes through it, it melts the wiring inside, thus breaking the circuit, the connection. Trying to reduce, if not prevent, damage to the rest of the circuitry in the case of surges or whatever. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in this room. I think I'll go back downstairs. There has to be something else. Unless the rest of the stuff I find is not in the tower. Okay. East I see a cornfield. What's my favourite game? That is always a difficult question to answer. Not just with games, but just generally, what's my favourite blank? It's always a difficult thing to answer because it always changes. Like, I have games that I like a lot. Whether it be my favourite or not, it's difficult to say. As for football, I don't watch football. I have zero interest in football. Which I know is weird, a Brit saying that, but still. I'm not really a sports person. I'll go to the cornfield. Because I want to examine that tree. Favorite show? That one, actually, I should realise, isn't a difficult question for me. My favourite show is Doctor Who. Closely followed by The Dragon Prince, anything on Dropout.tv, and The Good Place. West, south, east. I don't think I can explore the tree. Oh, hang on. I don't think I've been here before. To the east is a arched tunnel entrance through a big cobblestone wall. On the other side of the tunnel, I see buildings. Okay. It's dark in the arched tunnel. Moss and vines have taken over and creep through the cracks in the stones. Wind whistles through. Favorite category? Category of what? There is some crude marking on the wall that says Mango Village. Ahead, I see dirt road and houses. Nothing moves. On both sides of the road, there's old run-down houses and shacks. The white house to my left has a boarded door and windows. The arched tunnel entrance is behind me. It's best not to give your exact location. Like, that's just basic Twitch etiquette. Or... Okay, you've had... You've had enough warnings. So... there we go. Oh, 500 seconds is that long? Okay. I was aiming for 5 minutes. Overshot. Whatever. Like, you can't just keep doing things when people ask you to stop. That's just kind of not respecting personal boundaries. But anyway, stray papers blow in the wind. There's a blue house to my right. The front door is left wide open and it's dark inside. I guess investigate the blue house? I approach the blue house and look in through the front door. There's a rotten, mouldy smell. I see a dining table half buried in the trash. Oh, in trash, not in the trash. And a living room that's completely empty. Okay, nothing much this house. Walk further. Someone slowly comes around the corner up ahead, walking towards me with a cane. It's an old man in grey attire. Hello. Okay, that I can tell just doing a bit. But to protect myself from Twitch, I need to be good at moderation. I was going to delete that, just then Twitch doesn't bonk me for allowing that. Good day, Wanderer, he says with a rich voice. As you can see, there is nothing to see here in Mango, but I'll show you around if you like. But really, nothing at all, nothing to see. How did I get here? I ask where I am. He says, oh, don't worry, son. We're all lost here in the dark place, but I'd love to show you around. What do you mean? You're new to the dark place, aren't you? I did hear lightning not long ago. Yes. Ah, see that cloud to the northwest? He points behind me. I turn around and look over the village wall into the distant northwestern sky. Far away is a giant dark storm cloud. Even from here I can see it withering. Everyone falls out of the clouds, son. We don't know why, when, how, or where. It just happens. Some people fall out of the cloud into unlucky places. It's best just to accept your being here. Now take a walk with me. Or don't. I guess why not? As I come closer to him, I can better describe his features. He has a chubby face. Punctuation does not work. It should be H-E, not H-E apostrophe S. He has a chubby face and a brown eyes and a little short. A little short. I walk beside him further into the village. My name is Sam. He looks around. Old Mango Village used to be lived in back when I first built it. You haven't seen this yet? Oh, interesting. I guess there's just a lot to this game then. Which is interesting. Well, it's only a text-based game, so I can understand it being like 500 megabytes. It's also probably like the most frames we're ever going to get in a video game. 2,000 frames per second. What happened? I lived in the furthest, quietest corner with my own wife and children. It was a quaint life. Then, you may not believe it, but one day I woke up and everyone was gone, as if in the blink of an eye. What do you do now? Oh, every morning I get up and walk about my old town. Take an old walk I always took, and hope and believe that one morning they'll all be here to greet me. That's kind of bittersweet and wholesome. At the crossroads, we turn left, then right, then continue straight onto the dirt road. There are some larger buildings here. Somehow it seems to get quieter as we go deeper into Mango Village. Many of these houses are boarded up, just like that White House I saw. Why are some of these houses boarded up? I don't know, he says. There's just some things I don't know. It's been a while since I talked to someone. Though it has been for me as well. It's wonderful of you to visit. Really, really wonderful. There is my home. He points at a grey house. It really is at the furthest corner of the whole village. The front door to his house is already wide open. He steps inside. I can see it is entirely empty in there, devoid of furniture or possessions. You'd think they at least have furniture. I walk over the crickety doorstep and inch myself in. It's dark in this small home, though a crack in the ceiling provides enough light to see. Why are all the houses empty? I just know they're all here somewhere. My family, my people. They never left. They couldn't leave. What do you think happened? They can never leave. The hunger gouged out the dream and left it hollow. I had to have it all, forever and all closer than ever. The old man clutches his stomach. You're not the first. Certainly not the last. Hi, Neon. I feel like I'm about to die. He's turned around with tears in his eyes. I'll look for you in my old walk. I'm fixed in horror as the old man's grin reaches up above his eyes and stretches his face so it starts to rip, scarring blood and bones, and his thin arms and legs stretch back like a grasshopper. Neon, you've picked a perfect time to join, I guess. And if you're curious, this is Zeekerss' new game, Welcome to the Dark Place. I can't look away. Stumbling backwards out the house, I look around all the empty buildings. It's a trap. This whole village is a dinner plate. He's a cannibal. I sprint down the road. It's behind me. I won't look behind me. There's a crossroads. I need to remember how we got here. Left and right and straight. There's a bigger buildings here. I remember this place. I've never seen this road. These houses look almost completely demolished. I've never been here. Everywhere I go just takes me deeper into the maze. There begins somewhere in me a realization I can't run forever. Sweat drips off my face. I'm becoming exhausted. Darkness begins to bleed into the edges of my vision. I begin to see a dream, a bustling, prosperous city full of fame and grandeur. Horse-drawn carriages ride through the noisy marketplace and children are playing. That dream is here somewhere. If I can just find it on one of these dead roads, maybe this old house. Maybe it's here. I mean, if you're from... Hello, Noisen? We'll see. We'll see. I stumble into an empty house and collapse on the floor, blacking out from exhaustion. The hungry old man will find me before I wake. And death number 3. I guess I know it's poor timing for... I know it's poor timing with Neon just tuning in, but I was planning on ending anyway, once I get to the next point. So I guess now that I've explored quite a decent amount of this game, and I still have no way finding where the train is. But so far, it's an intriguing game. Definitely intriguing. But yeah, I guess for now, I'll call it there. I will be raiding a friend who's live as well. So I guess stick around for the raid. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I guess for anyone who can still hear me, with this outbreak in progress, I guess thanks everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the follow count already. And yeah, I'll definitely be continuing this game for sure. But yeah, I guess I'll next be back probably later tonight. I don't want to continue Call to the Lamb as well. So yeah, I guess with that, thanks again for tuning into the Dark Place. And I'll see you next time. Stick around for the raid, because we'll be raiding my friend Luke, who's playing Genshin Impact apparently. I thought he was going to be doing Hypixel, or whatever. Yeah, I guess stick around, and I'll see you later tonight maybe, or next time, whenever. Peace to the out. Later.